I'm entertaining. Balancing a chicken on my head. Hey, it's all about. I can add that to my resume.
Yep, just like that, and go right around her feet.
Do you think I'm silly?
Like this.
Can you do this?
She looks silly.
Look, I can turn my head.
Okay.
He doesn't fall off.
You think she looks silly with a
Oh,
chicken
didn't you want to
head?
try the chicken on your head? No? You don't want...
So, all the rabbits are getting groomed today. Today I don't have tours, so it's important to groom the rabbits. So I got majority of the hair off, and now I'm just going, the legs and the feet are the hardest, in my opinion, to do. I just kind of trim them up first, and then I go back and fix it. I have nipped her a couple of times. It's kind of normal. Rabbits have very thin hair, so it's a liability to a groomer. So that's why I've learned to groom them myself, because a lot of groomers will not groom rabbits. So I invested in a good pair of shears. These are called Andis, A-N-D-I-S. I highly recommend. All right, I have shaved her for the most part. So now I go in and I just brush her really good, because I like to keep a cute cut. She's too pretty just to shear her all over. So I just get all the mats off out of her beard and so forth. And then I go in and I use the clippers and I clip her toenails, because they get really long really quick. So then I take my shears, Fluffy, stay right there. Now she's used to being groomed, so she's pretty good. I've groomed her since day one. But I take these scissors, I got them off Amazon, and I hold her up. It seems cruel, but I hold her up by her ears. She doesn't seem to mind. And I just kind of shape her up like this. Try to get it even. Girl, you are looking hot, Titati. You are looking so cute. Okay. See, that's looking cute. And then to do her top of her hair, I usually get a comb and I just kind of get the thick, oh, I'm sorry, Fluff. And I kind of do it like this. And I just begin to kind of cut. Let's see. Let me see if that's enough, Fluff. Make sure I don't get her cute little ears. Her ears are back here. Okay, let's see. Let's comb this out and see what you look like, you pretty thing. She's got a little bit of a mat in front. And sometimes when I go to comb it out again, it's like I realize there's long pieces, and I'll go back in and trim them. And if there's a mat that I cannot get out, sometimes I just cut it out and make her look ridiculous. But I don't like to do that. But when there's a mat, I kind of separate and I just do a little bit at a time. Kind of like you would do with the child's hair. Come on, baby. Okay, let's see what you look like. Okay. All right, let's get your fluffy ears. Her ears are the cutest. I don't trim them at all. Okay. Isn't she cute? We're gonna fix the feet up a little bit with the scissors. So I go in, just kind of trim up what I couldn't get with the shears, just to make them look, I don't like any, and with her, let me show you what I do for her tail. You saw me holding her tail when I shear, because I don't want to I don't want to shear her tail off, right? So I brush it out really good. Get all the tangles out. Like this. And then I take my hand and I feel where the end of her tail is. And I keep my finger on the end of her tail because I don't want to cut her tail off. And then I just begin to trim. But don't take your finger off the trim, because then you'll end up cutting her tail off. The vet taught me that. One time he accidentally, my scissors just broke. Oh shoot. Guess I'm gonna be putting that on the Amazon list. I have these that are curved, so I'll just use those. And I just kind of trim around it. Make it a little fluff ball. Trim it up. But keep your finger on her tail so you don't. You hear my dogs barking? It's probably because the peacocks are out front. See how cute her little tail is? All right, let's look at her. Let's look at that cute baby. Isn't she cute? Is that not the cutest baby you've ever seen in your whole life? I've had Fluffy May at least 4 years. She's my baby. Okay, you're beautiful, but we got to cut your toenails. So after I groom them, I just love them. Because I tell them they're good girls. Do you want to go get a carrot and go play outside? Do you want to go play? Oh, Fluffy, I love you. I love you, Fluff. Okay, 1 down, 2 to go. Next up is this cotton ball. Ain't he cute? But he has got to get a grooming. He's so beautiful, but watch what happens. Watch the transformation. Isn't he cute? This is Willis Jr. See, I keep little pom-poms on their feet because I think they're so cute. And then I give him the, you want to go get carrot? I always praise them after they do a good job. And his ears are so cute. He almost looks like a stuffed animal. This is what he looks like. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness, baby boy. I love you. You did a good job. I'm so proud of you. 1 more. All right. She has little gray pom-poms. You see how she's got gray on her? So it's last bunny to get groomed. Isn't she cute? This is Delta Dawn. I think she's so cute. Do we need to cut right there? Let's get you. Oh, girl, you are rocking. You are so cute. Isn't she precious? So let's give her some love. Oh, you did good. You're getting a carrot, girlfriend. You're doing good. So that's the end of my grooming session this morning. It took me about 1.5 hours to groom all 3, so it's not too bad. So I will regroom in about 2 months. So here is all the Angora wool. So I will bag this up. I will bag it up and have it spun into yarn to make an Angora wool scarf. Our last name is Snead, right? So our car tags were due in September. And it's October, and I have not gone to get the car tags. So today, I jumped in the Jeep to go get the car tags. Okay, well, my windows were down because, you know, I had my doors off this weekend when I was riding Haley in the parade. Well, I did not roll the windows up because it's an ordeal to get it all back together. So I just left them down. Y'all, I get in the car to go get the car tags, and guess what? I get halfway to the courthouse, and I'm sitting there, and Coco, the cat, shows up in the back seat, and I'm like, what are you doing here? So I had to turn around and go all the way back home because Coco had failed her nice little comfy bed here in the Sneadsmobile. I have good news. Went in to get my car tags, and I got my business license updated, so I'm good for another year. Today is Tuesday morning. So the end of the video, my last video, when the sun caught my eye and made me stop complaining, what happened was I had two families that were supposed to come pick up my little girl pigs. One family backed out, and one family did not show up. And so I was so frustrated because I've been holding these two piglets for these two families, and it can be difficult when those things happen because that's why you usually take a deposit. But it hurts your feelings because you're scared that they're like would have gone to homes that are not like good. And so it makes you worry about selling your animals because you're like, I care where my animals go. They're not just going to anyone. And so now I'm taking a step back and going, I need to regroup. So that's what was wrong with me yesterday is I was dealing with my dad and farm life, and I had to go pay my car tags, and they were like $600. I dropped $1,000 yesterday on hay. So I was feeling sorry for myself, and I was about to go into a complaining at the end of the video, but that sun stopped me. So that's what was wrong with me. But I have a new attitude today. I have decided 100% definite fact boyfriend is getting fixed, because I am not about to breed Shishi again, her pop out 10 to 15 babies, and then me worry about where they're going, because that's what would happen. And that's not fun to me, because you know, a lot of times people breed just to turn money. And to me, that's a sad thing, is when people look at animals to make money. And I realize that you try to make your farm break even with feeding your feed bill and stuff like that, but what ends up happening is the animals suffer, because what happens is you just throw them to a home because you have 15 piglets and you're like, whoever wants them, come get them. And that's not the way to be. And well, let me just stop. That's not the way I want to be. I do enjoy having babies, baby rabbits and all the other things. I enjoy having babies. I enjoy raising babies. But at the end of the day, what is the best interest for the animal? And trying to find homes for 10 and 15 piglets is not, I mean, baby piglets are fantastic, and people see baby piglets and they're like, oh my gosh, Mom, I want one. And then mom and dads go, okay, but they don't understand what they're getting themselves into, because those baby piglets turn into 300 and 400 pound pigs. And a lot of people can't take that concept and go, these are going to get bigger. This is going to cost X amount of feed. We're going to have vet bills. And so that's why I have decided to never do this again, because I don't enjoy this at all. I am on the struggle bus trying to think about where these animals are going, and that's not what I enjoy.
I have to say that I do enjoy seeing baby chicks running around with their moms. That is such enjoyment to me, and I can keep every one of those. So that's one thing that I like about having chickens is you can never have too many. Like with the other animals, there is a too many. But with the chick, there's not too many chickens. Let me teach you something. Let me teach you something about chicks. I've said this in prior videos, but I want to show you. All right, you see how this baby chick right here is off by itself and it's kind of puffed up, but all the other chickens are kind of running around having fun? That tells me there's something wrong with that baby chick. Now it is starting to run towards its mom, but look at it. You see how it's puffed up where this one isn't? Let me get a little closer. So, see how it's separated? All the other ones are kind of by each other. This one's holding off to the side. So, let me try to see if I can get... to the side. See how the wings are dropped and it's puffed up? That indicates that that bird's sick. And this is what happens when you have chickens. It's just part of having chickens. I don't even know how to explain it, but chickens get sick quick. So when you keep your eye open and you see that, you have to react quickly. So what I'm gonna have to do is catch that baby chick separated. If I had to guess, it's probably coccidiosis. So it's probably gonna need medicine, which I have on hand. And I will separate her or him and treat her and hopefully get her better. And then I'll reintroduce her back to the flock. Sometimes when you reintroduce her back to the flock, sometimes the mom won't accept it if they're gone too long. So you don't want to keep them away from mom too long. I generally take 3 to 5 days to treat them. And usually, sometimes they get better, sometimes they don't. It's just part of having chickens. I will say that it is a little cool this morning. So it's cooler than it has been. I don't know what the degrees is, but see, I have on a jacket. So sometimes you have to be careful because the baby chicks could be puffed up because they're a little chilly. But I've been watching that chick for the past couple of days and I've been wondering if something was wrong. Let me show you again. She's over here by herself while all the mom and baby chicks are over there. So, anytime you see a chick that is sitting still separated, you better believe there's some type of issue. I am struggling with tennis elbow. It is inflamed and it is hurting so bad and it's keeping me up at night. So, with tennis elbow, the proper thing to do is rest. Rest your elbow. And I'm like, what does that mean having a farm when I do it all myself? It's kind of hard to rest. So I'm gonna have to, I told you in the last video that today I was gonna go clean out these coops. But I'm thinking now that it's probably not the best interest for me and my health to clean out these coops. So today I'm gonna make a phone call to Shayna. Shayna is a girl that has been with me since day one, and she's the best chicken coop cleaner there is out there. And I'm gonna call her today to see if maybe we can set up a time for her to help me with these coops. Well, I made an emergency trip to the vet today. That's the story of my life. You hear my dogs? Rolly, the dog that's under the chair, has a big knot up under her stomach that appeared today. And this is Garth's baby, so I had to come get her checked out. Rolly, it's gonna be okay. She's scared to death. Bless her soul. It's gonna be okay, girl. It's gonna be okay. Quit, Tag. Well, the vet feels like she's been bit by something and is causing a reaction. He thinks it's nothing serious and he's gonna give her some anti-inflammatories and hope that it'll be better in a couple of days. I'm here at Target, taking him out on the town, trying to cheer him up. I'm not sure if it's working, but I'm trying. So I drove an hour to come to Target because this is where my son works. But I'm meeting a follower to get a chicken. You know I'm not leaving the farm for just anything. So I'm getting a new chicken today. It's a rooster, but he got eggs from me and he hatched them and it ended up being a rooster. And I wanted that color rooster. So I'm meeting him in the Target parking lot to switch some birds. So these are the two beauties that I picked up at Target today. Aren't they pretty? They're my backup roosters. I needed a couple of young backup roosters. One thing you should know about roosters is a lot of people say you can't have more than one. Well, that's true for the most part, but what happens is when they're raised together and they're young, you usually can introduce them to the flock without fighting. So these guys are young and they're not ready for breeding. They're already been raised together, so they're best friends. So they should be introduced to the flock today and should do completely fine. So I tucked them into bed, showed them their new little roommates. But yeah, when chickens free range and are not locked into fences and they have a big area to roam in during the day, you generally can have several roosters without them fighting. Now that's been my experience. Sometimes they get in a little bit of an altercation if breeding season's going on. They're going to the principal for being out of the fence. Going to the principal's office when you get back in. But for the most part, when they free range in such a big area, you don't have a problem. So Shane is on his way home, and tonight, because I just got home from Florence, and tonight we have to go get hay. And I told you guys we're getting 25 rolls, but only 10 rolls fit on a trailer. So we're gonna have to make 2.5 trips. So it'll be throughout the week. So today we'll just go get 10. But in the past, like I said, if you don't get them all at once, come winter, you're gonna be stuck with no hay like I was last year. So I am adding something to my resume today. I'm adding Nurse Judy. So there's Aunt Judy and there's also Nurse Judy. So today, this afternoon, I'm playing nurse and I'm patching up my dad's arm. Looks like he could possibly have a little bit of infection starting. I'll show you. That's medicine. All that's medicine. But it is healing, but he's still got a lot of swelling and a little bit of pulling right there. So Dr. Judy's here to take care of him. All right, patient Larry, you just be real still. I've done this many of times. We're gonna put this pad on you. All right, we're gonna put it this way so it doesn't hurt you. Won't you hold right there? There you go. All right. Is it still hurting you?
No.
It's better? Did you take a pain pill?
No, I hadn't yet.
Did you take your antibiotic?
Yeah,
You ate something?
I ate that hamburger that
Okay.
I had left.
All right. Well, you don't have to wear that hand brace tonight. Just
I got one more.
antibiotic. I thought you said you had one more this
I
afternoon.
thought I did, but I had two.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's Taggy Boy's giving kisses. How's that?
That's good.
All right. Do I win Nurse of the Year?
You do. You do good.
Even if I try to leave, you still make me wanna stay. You ask me to believe in the words that you say, but I can't.
But she doesn't know she has one leg because I don't treat her any differently on the farm. So when you see that she has one leg, don't tell her because she doesn't know. Okay? I'm going to tell you what happened to her in just a minute. So this is Quacky Jackie. Isn't she cute? Do you want to pet her? She's the most loving duck ever. Here.
Oh, that hurt.
No. Scare her. Let me close her ears. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all why she has one leg. So someone got her, I don't know, Christmas, birthday, some holiday, I'm sure, and the family just didn't want her anymore, and they dumped her off at Sportsman's Lake. Have y'all ever been to Sportsman's Lake?
Yeah.
Okay, they dumped her off, and one of the rules at Sportsman's Lake is you're supposed to leave the dogs on the leashes. Well, guess what?
Oh no.
Some adult, not kid, they took the dog off the leash and the dog attacked Quacky Jackie. So they called me to rescue her because I rescue animals. So I rescued her and I took her to the vet and they said, her leg's gonna have to come off. And I said, is she gonna be able to live a normal life? And they said, yes. I said, with one leg? And they said, yes. So I said, okay, I'll pay the money to have surgery. So now, Quacky Jackie goes into nursing homes where there's elderly people that have one legs, and she teaches them not to give up. But I want you to see how she doesn't know she's any different. Watch how she gets out of her swimming pool. Come over here. Get around the bed. Do you see? She has no idea she has one leg. She can do what all the other ducks can do. But see, if I told her she had one leg, she might give up. So that's why I don't tell her she's any different. So when there's someone at your school or you have a friend that might have one leg or have a disability, it's important not to treat them any differently.
I don't.
Because they see, you don't treat them any differently? You don't? That's good. See? Isn't that cool? Did y'all see the baby peacock?
No.
If y'all go look around here, there's a baby peacock. Okay, I want to, how many times? I'm not sure. I was thinking 4 times. How many times have you been to Snead's Farmhouse?
Probably, this is probably our 5th or 6th time. Because
About-
we came when you were like, you still didn't have a sign.
I remember you came for my Christmas event last year too.
Yes, that was a lot of fun.
Okay,
Yes.
I want to know what keeps you coming back.
You.
Me?
Yes, you.
Not the animals, it's me.
Listen, it's you. It's like, I love the whole situation, the whole experience. Of course, the animals.
Hey,
and
can
we
I-
love Leroy. We love Leroy. He is our favorite. That's who Cecilia flocks to when we come. She's like, I want to find Leroy.
Yes.
But ultimately, it's you. It's your whole demeanor. It's all of it.
I wasn't expecting you to say that.
Yes.
So now I'm like, do we need to start this recording over?
No. No.
Well, thank you.
But obviously, we love the animals. The animals are incredible, and they're so friendly, and they just walk right up to you. I mean, we were just petting a 1,500-pound cow, and like, he's just chill. Like,
Well,
a
thank
good
you for
experience.
keeping coming back.
yes.
Even if I try to leave, you still